So I gotta really say, that was probably one of the scariest things that we've had to endure here at Fire Mountain Outdoors. You know, it's good to know that the vermin have been eradicated. We both lived. We both lived.
So we're headed down to the shooting shack right now. You know, yesterday we had a great day. One of our viewers and one of my neighbors, Mackenzie, she test fired her 300 blackout build that I helped with. And she's getting all ready for deer and elk and bear season, and we decided that she got her optics all on and it was time to go shoot. So we went down to the shooting shack and we found that the shooting bench had been overtaken by yellow jackets. And Eli, the production assistant, he got stung a few times while we were stretching out the tarps and putting in some new tarp hold downs that were provided by Jeff, who's another viewer. And so we decided that those things just had to go. And because Bob and I are rocket scientists, we waited until the heat of the day. We were going to do some filming today, so I had Bob bring up some wasp spray. So we're going to go in there and we're going to get rid of the vermin that have came at us with some superior firepower and kept us from shooting on our own play. We've got some interlopers that drove us out. We're going to drive them out. But,
Fight fire with fire!
Because we're rocket scientists, we didn't do it first thing in the morning when they're asleep in bed or doing their thing. We're just doing it in the heat of the day when they're in full active angry mode. So we just brought you along because it should be entertaining, I think. Bob's allergic to bees, or so he tells me, so he's going to be working the camera, and I'm going to be working the business end of the wasp killers. So we're going to go eradicate them buggers so we can get our shooting bench back.
Welcome to the review of the Spectracide Wasp and Hornet Killer. Why am I wearing this mask? It looks bitchin', that's why.
I'd like to point out, Bob, that your seal around your mask is totally ineffective due to your facial hair.
Well, it's an Acme mask.
Oh, like Acme as in Roadrunner?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, then it's probably super duper and can fix everything. Hey, so we're at the shooting bench, and the yellow jackets haven't actually infested the bench, but what they're doing is they're eating the bench up and they're chewing it up to make their paper nests inside our Project Twinkie future covered shooting shack. So they're flying in and out of this hole, you can see right here, and if we watch that for a bit, we'll see some come in and out, and you can see them right over here. What the yellow jackets do is they chew up the paper and then they make a nest out of that. And you can see that we've got a bunch of yellow jackets right in there, and I like them when they're on this side of the glass because then I can tap it and you can see those guys get really angry.
That's it, piss them off, Mark.
And then they want to come get me. So you see them, they're very angry at shocks and noises, and gunfire just really makes them angry. So that's not a good thing to have. And so we can tell that they're really active right now. And what they're doing over here is they're coming in this hole right there, and they are actually eating up the bench, chewing up the wood, and they are making paper out of it to make their nests. So if we're shooting right here, they get very angry and active, and we're just gonna eradicate them. So let's get the spray and let's get to spraying. Going hot? Get this other hole too, just in case. All right, that was the easy part, folks. Now we're going in. We're going in to get these guys right here. And just because I like to, and we got Risto Vision. See them? Those guys right there. Those fellas. Look at, I'll just pre-antagonize them. They just want to get me already. See, I wore all the correct, appropriate protective gear. You got shorts, t-shirt, no hat.
No helmet.
No
okay,
helmet.
Before you go in, hold on. All right. So, Mark. Okay, any last words?
Well, tell my wife and kids I love them, and I put up a good fight, Bob. All right, going in. They're right over here, and I'm going cautious and slow. Got a bunch of shit on the floor. Ha! Sprayo Vision. I got those ones. Now we're taking a perimeter check. Any other one? Oh, shit. We got some Lone Rangers that got away. Spray that. Oh. Spray the holes are coming in. It's always good to contaminate your shack with a neurotoxin for future. Well, that was actually uneventful. Look, folks, I'm unscathed. Woo! Vermin eradicated. Pew, pew. All right, I got to put this thing back on safe. So folks, there's a summary of the review of the Spectracide Wasp and Hornet Killer. As you can see, it has up to a 27-foot spray, eliminates the nest, and has a non-staining formula in case you were going to use it on your bed sheets. I'm going to have to say that it is effective in eradicating flying, stinging vermin. The ingredients are all sorts of various poisons and toxic things that probably kill the environment. Actually, you hope they kill the stingy environment and maybe not so less kill the rest of the environment. It has the ingredients and all the directions listed in 2 languages. One of them looks to be maybe Spanish, the other one's in English. And the active ingredients are really pyrethrin and lambda clyothurin. Oh, it's got landocarlician and
wasn't he in Empire Strikes
yes,
Back?
Yeah. And then his sidekick Palladian. And then other ingredients, you actually are getting hosed when you buy this, folks, because inner ingredients really consist of 99.965%. You know, if you thought you were stupid for buying pre-mixed antifreeze where you're really paying the money for water for half of it, this is even worse. So, but you probably wouldn't want to have to mix one drop of monster toxin with some water to spray on the stuff. So I guess I won't say it's that bad of a deal.
Right.
Yeah. So, kills on contact. Results proven.
Well, I, for one, am especially pleased that I did not get stung today. How many times did you get stung, Mark?
You know, I didn't get stung at all, and I'm sorry, viewers. It kind of makes kind of a disappointing video because it's kind of like NASCAR, a NASCAR race where nobody crashed. It's like, holy cow! I sat here all day, and that, oh, if that happened, then you would turn it off. So I apologize for not getting stung and bringing you compelling and entertaining content.
I'm sure there'll be more opportunities in the future.
But we gave it a whirl.
And a swirl.
We did.
All right, on to the next.